Alright, hello everyone. Today is Thursday, so welcome back. It's been a while since we had one of these UKL games, and tonight we'll be facing on Diamonds for Gamers. And yeah, the draft started abruptly. They took a while to get into the lobby and started, but the moment they went in, the draft started right away. We're seeing here the first few bans. Diamond for Gamers here banning out the Caitlyn, Bard, and Syndra. I haven't had time to see the matchups today. It's gonna be actually Awaken with Hido, Drakur mid, Grantless top, and Jar in the jungle. So we'll be having Awaken in support here, taking the role over from Iconic. And let's see how it goes. It does explain the Bard ban here. Syndra for Drakur and Caitlyn against Hido. Most likely D4G here go something like the Ezreal first pick. Or maybe like Zeri. We've also seen that being taken away from Hido. Eversio meanwhile banning out 3 junglers here, making kind of a statement that Diamond 4 Gamers jungler is a bit of a menace. So let's see. Or maybe they just think he's the strongest member. We see the Yunara first pick here. What do Eversio respond with? I assume something like Jinx is gonna happen here. Or maybe even the Zeri itself for Hido. We could also get the jungle pickup here. We've seen Jar playing the Nafiri. I mean, they banned out Wukong, Jarvan. Those are other 2 champions that the Jar is comfortable playing. Also playing the Ambessa and the Kiana jungler as well. See Lulu getting picked here in first pick for Eversio alongside the jungler Vi. They have a lot of AD carry options available to them. And so for the time being, they don't want to lock it in yet. Vi getting taken away here. To me, this does signal a potential Zeri pick for Eversio, as Vi being like one of the main champions that tends to CC lock Zeri. Let's see what Diamond for Gamers decide to go for. A lot of jungle champions do well into the Vi pick. Right now, Sylas is doing pretty well. Xin Zhao is also a great champion, always taken in pro play against Vi. Scales better, has better skirmishes, great counter ganks against the Vive overcommitting. So let's see here, last pick from the side of Diamonds for Gamers, probably support pick against the Lulu here. We could get the likes of Karma, maybe even stuff like Melio. Morgana is a classic Vi counter as well. You just drop the shield and the Vi ult does not trigger. Let's see, there's the Karma. So Karma just does well in lane, especially against the Lulu. Lulu, kind of a lane bully type champion. Karma, very similar as well. Both champions will be trading with Q. So here Eversio needs to kind of pick a similar strength AD carry to Yunara so they can at least 50-50 the fights. If not, they'll have to take a more backhand, and Lulu's kind of useless. So there's the Zeri as I expected, okay. So Zeri Lulu against Karma Yunara. Sounds like both sides are relatively equal in strength. Of course, Karma has the better poke. Lulu has the better all-in thanks to Whimsy. Let's see here. Next picks, we have the Akali man. So only now mid lane and top lane left for both sides. We've seen Grantless play the Scion often in these games. I wonder here what will be picked. We see the Rumble ban here from Diamond for Gamers. Rumble Vi, of course, being a strong combination. Vi just goes in, CC locks someone, and during the entire time you have the Rumble out cooking you. Let's see here, last ban. What's gonna be there? Thinking about it. Should be a top laner here. I like the Shen ban maybe. Alright, they go for a Lawi. Because Shen is pretty good into the Scion matchup. I'm surprised why it's not played that often. I think Shen for Diamond 4 Gamers is a really good pick with the Xin Zhao and Yunara. He can ult anyone. Vi is ulting as well. Let's see here. There's the Scion from Grantless. I mean, it's kind of troll not to take Shen in my opinion from Diamonds 4 Gamers, but let's see what they go for. What other picks are good into Scion? Ornn is available as well. Fiora is always potentially a champion. You need something to lock down the Zeri with, and I think Ornn actually offers that. Malphite can also kind of do it a bit. Oi, oi, oi. A Singed pickup, really. I did not expect Singed here. But interesting choice nonetheless. Let's see what the mid laner is gonna be here. Orianna comes to mind here. I think it fits their team very well. Buffing both Xin Zhao or Singed. Let's see what's gonna get chosen here. Alternatively, a strong mid lane champ like Aurora, for example, to pair well with the Xin Zhao for damage. Ahri is also pretty much Aurora. Let's see here. Last pick from Eversio. Against the mid lane Ahri. For Drakur. I think Lissandra here has good value. You can ult Xin Zhao, Yunara, or the Ahri if anyone's coming in. I'm not sure how the lane matchup works, but we know that Drakur does play it. He's tried Talia out a bunch of times. Talia's pretty good into Xin Zhao Ahri. And he's just gonna keep spamming it, alright. He's not had the best games on it. I would also have liked Sylas, but I don't think he plays that. Rice could also be maybe a pick, but he could get permaganked, so those are some things to consider here for Drakur. Alright, let's see if the lobby starts and let's talk a bit about these matchups. How are we doing today? Happy Thursdays. Hope everyone's doing well in the chat. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Singed versus Sion. I'd assume it's kind of a equal lane, right? Like Singed does the proxy things. Sion can't really interact with Singed. If they ever fight straight up, Singed is a heavy winner, as you can disrupt the Sion Q charge, right? And Sion can just pretty much walk at you at that point. So it's an interesting pick. Moving on though to jungle Xin Zhao versus Vi, it is a bit problematic for Eversio, as Xin Zhao tends to be better in all aspects of the game compared to Vi. It's a very common pro pick answer to Vi as well. He's going to be paired with Ahri in the mid lane, and we have Talia now in the mid lane as well. Fun fact, with the Talia E, Vi Q, it will still get the stun off, but they kind of overlap CC in that sense. But yeah, it does proc the damage, so it's kind of a good combination on both sides. Great skirmish power. I think it just comes down to who starts the fight first, who gets their initial rotation of abilities out between these jungle mid lane skirmishes. While in lane, I think a good Talia here will always beat a good Ahri. So let's see how that goes. Talia, of course, having her ultimate as well for roaming. It does get called out in competitive League of Legends, but it does catch people who are a bit too far up and have no time to react even if they knew it's coming. So yeah, Talia, such a strong champion in good hands. And Ahri, nothing to scoff at. The only issue with Ahri in the moment in this game, besides Lulu, I don't see many targets Ahri can go for. The only thing I would assume is we're gonna wait for Vi to over-engage, get the charm, get a reset of Jar, and then try to go in. I don't think you're ever gonna catch a Zeri. You for sure have no damage to kill the Sion. And I think if you play into Talia, she drops her E perfectly, you're gonna have a rough time kind of maneuvering. But yeah, I think if Ahri snowballs this game, it gets a lot rougher for Eversio, right? If their frontline Sion Vi are just not that frontliney, yeah, they're gonna have a bit of trouble. Diamond 4 Gamers kind of have more of this like healing, shielding going on, while Eversio are kind of more of a standard comp, right? They have engage, they have the support primarily more for the Zeri. They have like a mid lane mage, and then they have like a frontline secondary engage on Sion, right? So yeah, classic Eversio comp. I would say the Diamond 4 Gamers more into that skirmish heavy mid game fighting prowess, I would say. Bot lane, Karma Yunara versus Lulu Zeri. Not too sure who wins this outright. I would assume that if Karma can land a couple of Qs, it's going to be Karma Yunara favored, right? Because Karma has better range than Lulu Q. But in straight up like just right clicking each other, I think the Lulu offers a lot more. She has the Pix damage for AD carry, the polymorph taking out someone from the fight for around a second, right? So yeah, it's just small things like this that matter. Karma does have the shield, but that's really it. And then she has the Q poke, right? So Eversio just kind of want to all-in Yunara every time they can, because Karma can just end up using her ultimate, healing with W, and pretty much like denying the all-in. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Eversio know this, especially he though himself. Awaken, not a bad, no slouch at all. I ranked him top 5 Maltese player ever to be here, so and I think some people would agree with me as well in saying that. So should have good things coming out of this bot lane. In the jungle jar, I believe this will be the first time we're seeing him on the Vine. So I hope for great things to see here. It is a champion you kind of need to be a bit more proactive in reading, which I hope his inexperience in jungle doesn't sort of bite him for it. And Drakur on Talia, he's not really had great games on it, so let's hope for his redemption. Okay, guys, let's see. Game's about to start. I've managed to yap for long enough for the lobby to go, so let's head on into it. Oi, oi, oi. Alright. Let's put this up for you guys. Alright, here we go, guys. We got Eversio versus Diamond for Gamers. It's a best of 2. So let's see where we go from here. Very old school setup here from Eversio. Support covering the river entrance, and AD carry covering the pixel bush. A more traditional start is what we're seeing Diamond for Gamers do here, with bot laners just going straight to that second bush, trying to get the fight. Most likely Eversio know they don't win the level 1, while Diamond for Gamers actually know that they win it, right? Who's the 5th best player in Malta? Maltese Sniper. That's the one. Alright. So we're seeing junglers actually pathing opposite each other. It plays better into Jar's hands, because if Xin Zhao matches him, I'm pretty sure the Xin wins these fights. See level 2 spike here from both bot laners. And we are trading effectively here. Heal used up on the side of Diamond for Gamers. Eversio have not used their heal. Does seem like trading across the board. Lei Fang on the inverted composer Singe skin, for those who've been playing long enough to know who that is. A bit of a throwback to season 2. Let's see. These games always tend to start out a bit slower than usual, as both sides are just playing it safe for their first recalls, and then they start fighting on some of the first backs. Unless, you know, someone makes like some really overstep, right? But yeah, most of these players would have played this game so many times, playing out the laning phase almost close to perfection as much as they can. Not making too many mistakes. Alright, we see scuttles here taken by both junglers. Jar is hovering the bot side tribe rush, and he's looking to go drop a deep ward here in enemy territory. Seems like both junglers will be getting away with their resets. Let's see here. Gruntless was so close to a kill there, but Lei Feng here manages to recall back to base. Let's see, maybe we can put up that sound a bit. Does the League of Legends sound better like this, guys? Alright, as usual, as expected from Hido, he's currently up 10 CS in this lane. Drakur keeping up his own in CS as well, jungle is equal, while top lane is also equal on both sides. We can see top lane is kind of, well, Singe this proxy farming and Gruntless is just picking up waves, so kind of a handshake happening in the top side. Now we have Dragon spawning here, both teams should play towards it. Eversio potentially here with the better setup for it. And they will get on. It seems like Diamond 4 Gamers will not be contesting this one since I was way too far away. They are aware of it, the pings happen, but nothing they can do at the moment. Let's see. No clear winners in these lanes. It seems like both sides drafted quite 50-50 lane matchups. I don't see anyone pretty much losing the lane at the moment. Let's see, we're seeing some pings here from Eversio. They are aware Zinza was in the area. How do they go about it here? Jar has the level 6, a gank opportunity could happen. But his options are potentially limited to just bot lane. This Ahri will have enough time to escape. Maybe even putting Jar in a difficult spot if he chooses to ult middle. Oh no, Drakur caught warding here. Does he get out? He does use the ult. And without charm there being used a bit early from Restless Gambler, Drakur managing to ult away. No first blood yet, it's 8 minutes. Void Grubs is spawning. I'm curious to see if Eversio will manage to secure that objective as well. We see Jar hovering the bot side here. They don't know it's warded and they will be giving off their position to Diamond 4 Gamers. We see Hazard here, the Xin Zhao making the choice to start Grubs with the information that Jar is in the bot side. Let's see here. Lei Feng all-ins Gruntless just to deter him from going to Void Grubs. And we see the Scion ult is used there to disengage. some support shenanigans here in the mid lane. We're seeing both Karma and Awaken kind of trying to put their presence across, while both AD carries still farming away. Hido has kept that 10 CS lead, now extending it to 15, while all laners and jungle here seem to be on the same pace in terms of their CS. Alright, is this it? Is this the first blood? No, Hido just dashes away there, denying the Xin Zhao engage. Drakor seems to have the similar idea and just ults out. The dragon will get started by Diamonds for Gamers. There's the cinch here in this fight. We get the engage onto Hido, the flash knockup. Hido charmed as well. He will get taken out for first blood. A great pick engaged there from the side of Diamonds for Gamers. They find Hido, they find Jar, and they secure the dragon as well. A bit of a rocky start there. A bit far forward there for Hido. Or maybe Eversio a bit too far back. I'm not too sure which came first. But other than that, Diamond 4 Gamers seeing an opportunity and just taking it. Oh, Drakor might be walking into a trap. He was trying to set up a play, but Karma came in to ruin the day. And it seems like Hido and Yunara exchange blows, but that's a full item Yunara. Hido still a bit of gold away. Let's see here, a full-on all-in from Eversio's bot lane, but seems a bit miscalculated here. As Yunara turns on the lights and just right-clicks her way to victory. That's another 2 kills picked up here for Diamonds for Gamers. Starting to snowball, but guys, this is Eversio. Sit back, relax, and watch them win the mid-game fights. Let's see, we need to find a way for Eversio to turn this game. At the moment, taking it a bit slower is possibly their best bet. Just try and get those items. Hido kind of falling behind. Very interesting shift here. He was starting to build Yuntals, but then is now opting to build something else. As I see that he's gotten a cloak of agility there. Not too sure what's going on here. Let's see top lane here. Gruntless. It's looking like he's winning this 1v1. There's the Vi ult, the first one of the match, and shut down. Picked up by Gruntless in the top lane. Bot lane, we're still fighting, and Hedog trying to find the damage, but a quick shield from Karma makes the Yunara dash away to safety. Let's see, that's gonna be another Dragon 4 Diamond for Gamers Pockets. Drakur gets flashed on here. Hazard at the moment, showing us why he deserves 3 jungle bans. If you can do this on his 4th best champion. Let's see here, Baron is coming up in the next 2 minutes. Should be a big objective that swings the game. Eversio kind of need the play to happen in their favor. They cannot fall even more behind. We are down 3k gold at the moment. Most of it is on that AD carry Yunara. A big shutdown for taking her out. Am I making you hungry? Sorry about that. Gathering my energy. Let's see here. Drakur has not had a single easy time in this match at the moment. Definitely feels like he's playing from behind. Well, we have 2 items on the Zeri. This would be a theoretically good time for Eversio to fight. We are equal items with their best, strongest carry. We also have 2 items on Jar. He's been farming really well this game. Oh, there's the Ahri. Drakur comes in with his ult. But a flash from this Ahri and the Spirit Rush does get her to safety. Eversio happy to take the Ahri ult and the flash. We see Hido here getting collapsed on. But his team is here, gets Lulu ulted right away from Awaken. And Diamonds for Gamers happy to disengage this fight. Oh, potentially an invade here on the Raptors. Xin goes in, gets the Smite of Forces, Jar to flash as well. A bit of a tricky spot to be just before Baron. Let's see, recalls coming across here. We see Jar and Drakur recalling on the minimap there. They will need to come back to the map as soon as possible at full resources as well. Let's see here, Jar getting down and dirty here, but here comes the Ahri on the side, lands the charm, Jar falling. Drakur using the blast plant there to get out, but here comes Gruntless, a massive knock up into the Lulu ult. It does put Diamond for Gamers a bit on the back end, but they're just going deep. The Singe coming in out of nowhere, ghosting underneath the turret, taking out Drakur with the poison. Damn, it's looking like a messy fight. Currently 3-4-1 in favor of Diamonds for Gamers. Hido flashes out as Hazard lands the W there on the tip and just gets the 4th kill. Now Gruntless left fending off against 3 members here in the mid lane tier 1 turret. Messy fight here. It does seem like Diamonds for Gamers will come out on top. Great coordination, and it does lead to their Dragon Soul point. Very important, the point. The action continues as Jar uses the ult here to catch the Ahri off balance. But it seems like Jar going to be overcommitting here as the Yunara is just around the corner to take him out. Such a squishy champion vibe. If you're committing and there's no kill, it's basically the Nautilus of jungle. Yeah, as expected, we are taking the Baron as the next play. I'm really curious if Eversio are strong enough to fight this. You can see the Baron is falling relatively slowly, but it's already at 9k health. Seems like Eversio have provoked Diamonds for Gamers long enough to get them off the Baron. There's Gruntless, nice little Q action there. He's so tanky, barely taking any damage from this Ahri. There you can see, that's with shredded magic resist by the way when landing E. let's see. Guys, what do you think? Do Eversio have the type of champions that can scale and get back in this game? Or do you think it's all cooked and Diamonds for Gamers will keep scaling? Zeri Lulu, quite a strong combination. It's in the hands of the best Maltese League of Legends player ever to be birthed on the island. This turret pretty much not really doing much at this time in the game, 26 minutes in. But yeah, this next dragon, pretty big objective to not lose out. If Eversio can stall it, it's great. But if Diamonds for Gamers pick up this dragon, it's gonna be pretty hard to win this game. Let's see, Jar getting engaged on. He's not having a great time on the Vi. Pretty much getting engaged on instead of being the engagee. Oh no, he on this side gets completely flanked by the Ahri and the Singed. Gruntless forced to flash over the ward. Jar goes in, he's still tanky enough to survive, but not for long as this Yunar is dealing so much damage. Drakur flashing out, flashes across the board here as Eversio running away from the fight. Not really anything they can do about it. No Hido, no damage. And this does lead into a Baron possibility. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be Baron secured. Let's see, Eversio at least are on this 4th dragon and they will take it. So to not make matters, whereas Dragon Soul will not be collected, but does Eversio lose a big fight here again? It seems like they're gearing to actually fight this. They go in. Ay, ay, ay. Gruntless falling so fast in that one. But Hido has the damage. Oh, he gets knocked back, but he gets the E. Can he get more? Oh, one more auto on the Karma would have done it. He gets charmed, flashes forward to eat the Q from Ahri. And that's gonna be a 3-4-2 here. Almost turned the fight. But still, so many resources still available for Diamonds for Gamers. Now we do have a pause here at the moment. We've not been told what's exactly the reason for it, but pretty sure it won't take too long. Still no comms as to what is going on with the pause, but yeah. Let's stay tuned, guys. Should not take too long, as said. There we go. So yeah, apparently middle had some lag. Don't worry guys, perfectly normal freeze. Let's see here, do we find the engage? No, this R is so slippery to catch. Such a strong champion when you can't really catch on to her. And seems so tanky as well. Let's see, there's the ult from Jar. Hido's here to try and dish out the damage. A nice Q flash there from Jar, but the damage from this Yunar is just absurd. And it's looking like a done fight here. We might be starting to think about game 2. That should be the end of the game. Triple kill for the Yunara. And there we go, Grantless falls as well. Drakur, last man standing here. I might have called the ending of the game a bit too soon, but yeah, definitely not looking good at the moment. Sadly, I don't think this is a moment where chanting Eversio will help us get the win, but hey, we've seen them do miracles before, so don't count them out just yet. Grantless getting slowed. They're trying to escape, but the stickiness of this team, the Xin Zhao, the charms, the Karma Bind, is just so hard to get away without a lot of ability to run. There's the Jar ult here on Lei Fang, but there's no follow-up that could be had. A quick little dive here. We were expecting it. commendable to still try. There is the Nexus there, it's getting hit on. And that's the end of the match, as Diamonds for Gamers pick up game 1. Hey, there's a second match for a reason, right? Redemption awaits. Stay tuned, guys, as we set up the lobby for the next game. Alright guys, the games continue. Took them a while to get the lobby started, but here we go. We're seeing similar bans, but we're already starting to see a bit of a difference here as Yunara getting banned and so does Zinzao on the side of Eversio. They seem to think it was an issue from game 1. And they will be picking up Wukong for themselves as D4G will hover the Jarvan. Now typically Jarvan, he does pretty well early game compared to Wukong, who takes a little bit more time to scale. Overall, Wukong does scale better than Jarvan, but of course, if not managing your dash as well, Jarvan can kind of lock you into the cage and denying the Wukong Cyclone. Let's see here, most likely AD Carry will be the next pick from D4G. Curious to see what will be picked up now that Yunara's gone. They kept the same bans here, Caitlyn, Bard and Syndra. And it seems like they prioritize the Orianna blind pick here just to go for the Orianna Jarvan combo. Anything to try and get a T though at the moment. Let's see Eversio here. What will they pick in the mid lane? Surprisingly here, they could go for the Ahri themselves, as it does fare well into the Orianna. They could go for Yone as well. It's been a while since we've seen Drakur pull out the Yone. But they're gonna opt for the Aurora. Aurora Wukong, strong combination together. Good skirmish potential as well. Let's see here, last pick, sorry, next pick for Eversio, but it's going to be the last pick for the remaining bans. And then we'll get the fresh set of bans. Let's see, what do we go for? I think a safe blind Scion here is really good from Eversio. Just in case it gets banned out if they're confident they won that champion. I think it's a pretty good idea. But instead they're gonna lock in the Rel. A pretty strong engage comp here from Eversio. Good synergy as well. Great AoE. Let's see what's gonna be the next pick up here from D4G. Into the Rel. Milio is the first one that comes to mind. And I think Milio does well as well with the Jarvan. Giving him extra shielding and healing. Tahm Kench is also a pretty good pickup here. For support. But let's see what gets chosen in the end. Be Alistar. Similar reasons to Milio. If Rel tries to engage, Alistar just headbutts her away. So let's see how it's gonna get played. Awakened, quite known for his Rel. So I'm not too underconfident that he'll pull it off. Let's see. Next bans. I won't be surprised if Scion gets banned here. Eversio have played it so much recently and they keep getting a free blind pick for it. Let's see our Lucian band. Lucian, kind of an OG champion for Hilo. We don't see him busted out too often, but when he does, oh boy. I mean, it's a classic like Lucian aggression lane, right? So let's see here, Xayah. A lot of AD carries are getting banned out here. I think Xayah ban is a really good choice from Eversio. They have so much engage that Xayah can't deny. Let's see. I think low-key Cassiopeia is a really good ban here, because if D4G play Cassio top, it's really going to be hard for Eversio to play. Wukong, Aurora, Rel, all of them kind of frontlining. A big Cassio ult with W. Can't even allow them to move with their sort of dashes, right? So let's see here. What did D4G go for? Most likely AD carry here. Yes, Tristana is a great pickup. Just solid AD carry. You already have a strong combo in Jarvan Orianna. You just kind of want a carry that can self-heal and just dish out damage. And response here, Eversio. What are we going to go for? I was thinking about Smolder here, but I mean we could go Zeri again. We could go for something like the Ashe, something like Jinx as well. Sivir as well comes to mind. I think Sivir really works well. Ooh, very interesting. Is that Brand bottom is the question. I've never seen Hilo not play an AD carry. Very, very interesting. And that could be Aurora top lane. And we get Yone mid for Drakur. Let's see. They're thinking about it right now. Let's see, what does Grandless lock in? Is it another Scion game? It will be Aurora top and Yona in the mid lane for Drakor. Brand bot lane for Hido, that's a first. Did we change the carries between games? Ah, that's why. Okay, I'm saying. So it's Mechanics in the bot lane as AD carry. Alright. Now I'm more confident. I do think Mechanics might be a better mage player than Hido, despite the elo difference. So yeah, nice to see. And we're getting a Nasus top lane here against Aurora. I'm not too sure how that matchup works, but I would assume... Oh, wait a minute. They think it's Yon top lane. Oh my god, they're so cooked. D4G are so cooked. They picked up the Nasus thinking it's gonna be Yon top lane, right? And Aurora mid. Yikes. They're just finding out now in the chat that's gonna be Yon mid and Aurora top. That Nasus will not be allowed to play the game. Alright, so both sides are ready. Let's talk a bit about these matchups. So, starting Aurora top lane versus Nasus, in theory, from level 1 till, I don't know, like maybe level 14 or 15. I think Aurora will be in the clear. She has great mobility, slows, very good ability to control melee champions, right? And Grantless now unshackled from the Scion. He will bring the damage that Eversio was lacking in the last game. Anyway, but the Nasus does have an ability, like maybe he can get to level 6 and run down the Aurora. But, I mean, that's realistically his only play this game. As for the jungle matchup here, we have Wukong versus Jarvan. Jarvan having the better early game ganks and skirmish power. Wukong just needs like a couple of items, maybe one or two, before he can get things rolling and become just an absolute powerhouse realistically. Only Orianna serves as a big threat to this Wukong, as the rest of the members from D4G are very manageable for a Wukong. Pair it now well with the mid lane Yone here from Drakor. You get great skirmishing power, especially around level 6 for dragons. The Yone ult, the Wukong ults together. It will be though contested with a Jarvan or Yana combination, which is equally as strong. I just think it's just coming down to a matter of who starts the fight first and on what grounds. Let's keep in mind this Alistar could be a big detriment as well to Eversio's plans. He could headbutt the Yone away, headbutt Wukong away, headbutt the Rel away. So yeah, it's kind of tricky to say how these fights in the Dragon Pit will go. As for the bot lane here, we have Brandrel versus Tristana Alistar. In theory, Brandrel should win this, except until like maybe level 3, right? So level 1, level 2, Tristana still has like her all-in capabilities with her Buster Shot, right? And her Rocket Jump. But yeah, other than that, Brent can slowly whittle down the Tristana and her low range in the early game, and yeah, just make it a bit hard for Tristana ever to engage. I assume Awaken wants to play close to mechanics here on Brand, so if Tristana ever engages on him, he'll just get stunned basically. But yeah, overall team fights, I mean, Eversio's team fight looks very obvious. Pretty much just press R on top of 3-4 people, and you win the fight, right? As for D4G, they're more looking for like flank opportunities, maybe not even straight up fights, but they're kind of similar with the Jarvan Orianna in that if Eversio ever clump up, they're gonna get Jarvan Orianna ulted, but it's not to the caliber that Eversio have drafted, right? Eversio have drafted literally 5 champions that wombo combo off each other's ults, while D4G have a combo from Jarvan Orianna. Alright, Alistar can come in, knock people up again, but where's the damage? Where's the damage? Tristana, okay, can hit one target. And I guess there's an Asus. So yeah, I mean, main priority is for mechanics not to fall before these fights, right? Brand just needs like a second or two for the fights to start, and then he can go in and start dishing out his abilities when the chaos is ensuing. Because yeah, if he gets caught out, it's gonna be a bit harder to fight, but still you got great champion threats like Dion, like Aurora, like Wukong, dealing damage here. And realistically, if Eversio can take out the Orianna and Tristana, D4G don't really have that much damage at all left, right? I don't think this Nasus is gonna get farmed against the Aurora top lane. So yeah, let's just wait and see. We got 1 more minute to go. Guys, in the chat, well, what do you think? Do you think I'm trolling? Do you think I'm missing the mark? Or maybe there's something I missed about these matchups? Let us know in the comments. We have 1 more minute to discuss it. And then you got to make your peace with it. Let's see, if Orianna gets fed from D4G, it's kind of problematic as well. Similarly, like why you would want to take out Orianna or Tristana. They're going to be our main damage sources from D4G. If Orianna accelerates here, one Jarvan Orianna ult can almost take out a Yone, take out a Brand. Okay, there's follow-up from Aurora Wukong. The question is, do they have enough damage then to take out the Orianna Jarvan before the fight continues as a 4v5? So yeah, just some things to think about. Full Lethality Jarvan snowballing here, Orianna snowballing as well is like pretty massive for D4G. A big wombo combo ult can almost take out the entire Eversio clan. So yeah, let's just wait and see how this one goes. 5 seconds to go, guys. Good luck, Eversio. We need it. Game 1, not so hot. Game 2 is where we win it. Or at least we hope so. Let's see. It just feels like this game might be a bit more fast-paced than the last one. We're already seeing some trades happening already. Draco, we're definitely much more comfortable on the Sion pickup. I'm really looking forward to see how Grantless handles this lane. It seems like he has it all under control at the moment. Yeah, as expected here, this Aurora is crushing it in lane against Nasus. Probably one of the easiest matchups for Aurora. Weak laner and also melee range. What else would you want? It's nice to see Grantless not showing all his tricks. This is probably the second or third champion we've seen him play in the UKL. And there you go, guys. Give him an aggressive pick. He picks up the quick and easy first blood there. Not too much competition. Gruntless might be a menace this game, guys. Judging by how this game is going, that Nasus is not having a good time. There's a flash Q here from Gruntless, showing excellent mechanics on this Aurora pick. We're seeing some CS difference here across the board, some CS in bot lane, but mostly everyone's kind of equal. Even in the top lane, this Nasus is not doing too bad, despite being down to deaths. There's the knock up, Drakur lands it. He's getting the damage off. Oh, the Q is missed. And he's so close here to a solo kill. He still has flash, and they force the flash out of this Orianna, which is just gonna give Drakur a bit of an easier time in this laning phase. Especially now hitting 6. Eversio committing a lot of resources here to help Drakur push in the lane. So we did lose first dragon, but usually who gets the first dragon is losing these matches, so I'm not too scared about that. We see there Tristana trying to engage in a fight against mechanics, but he can trade on his own. And there it is, we're gonna flash on this Nasus. He's gonna pop the ult, but Jar picks up the kill there, needs a kill on this Nasus. He's quite far behind at the moment. And it seems like they might keep picking on him. Hey. Oi, oi, oi. Well, at least the jungler picks it up. And there's no shutdown left to pick up, so... But still not the best ideal there. Let's see here, we're trying to pressure this bot lane while the support is not here. That's it, Drakur. That's it, Drakur. Show them your own. Show them it's best not to mess with you. This guy was once, I forgot, like top 20 Yons in Europe. So definitely watch out for his pick. It used to be the UK EL favorite ban against the Eversio, that Yon. So they were pretty much winning every game with Yon in it. There's a big engage here. Drakur's falling low. He gets ulted by Jarvan. There's the own ult just barely in range, but the Jarvan Q clips him. And they do take out Drakur. And Jar will follow there thanks to that support roam. Not the best start to this game at the moment. Let's see, Awaken tries to find Restless Gambler. He gets the stun off. There's the ult. Can they get him? It seems like Orianna might be slippery enough to get out. Let's see, it seems to have slowed things down in top lane as well. Gruntless not doing the damage he was doing before. He's still not having the trouble in this lane, I would say, but overall that Nasus not looking as much as in danger as he was in the beginning. It's going to be also the second dragon here for D4G. Let's see here, there's the ult from the Nasus. And it seems like Jar reads the dive well. Drakur was here to assist. And back to our assignments as this Nasus gets put back in his place. Going down 3 times, not enough. 4 times is the number. Let's see, Vamanos mechanics here. What's the score? We're 1-0 at the moment for D4G. Yeah, they thought that Yon is going top and the Aurora is going mid lane. Got completely caught off guard there. Well, we're up in kills, but we're down in dragons, and it seems like we're also losing through gold. Curious what this Nasus is stacking at. He's currently at 141 stacks. Looking relatively strong, but here comes Awaken on the rel. There's the stun and the knock-up do connect. Does Gruntless have the damage here? He hops in. No ult from this Aurora. One more auto does it. And they successfully take out the Nasus as well. Eversio definitely found the weak link here and kept bashing his head into the curb. This Nasus not having a fun game. See, oh yes, we do manage to pick it up. So turrets are traded here, top 4 bottom. And Nasus decides to go in, but Jar is here and so is Awaken, and that's gonna be another kill on this Nasus. We're eating good tonight, boys. We are eating good tonight. Here we go, the Baron is gonna get, sorry, the Rift Herald is gonna get started here. And it seems like we've just been behind on objectives the whole game. Maybe playing more for that team fight prowess, as their champions do make a lot more sense to fight together than alone. Let's see, what is Eversio cooking is at the moment? It's the question on our minds here. Well, at least we'll pick up our own dragon here. It's kind of a mixture of fights happening at the moment. Nothing really coming out of each of them, but dominance, dominance. It's the name of the game, right? We are 1 minute away from Baron. I'm really curious as to when we get this like big team fight we're expecting. The wombo combo from the Eversio alts. It's kind of what we're here, guys. We're just waiting for that moment. There's the engage mechanics. Perfect stun there onto Hazard, denying the engage. We see Ghost being popped here by Awaken. They try to engage here onto Tristana. Flash is still available, so is Barrier. They get caught in the Jarvinal though, guys. What is this? Vas. We are tower diving here at Tristana with Flash, with Jarvinal Star on the side. A bit of an undecisive fight there. Let's see here. We do find Awaken, sadly. Will be going down in the blink of an eye. Now Drakur is facing the Yacht Nasus that was really doing pretty bad. But it seems like this is kind of a rough counter for Drakur. Nasus just taking away his attack speed and well. Oh! Jar with the save! Come on, Drakur! Delaying the kill there. Nasus did not want to walk up and press Q. And that's just how we do it sometimes. I'm really surprised as to how menacing Nasus can be. Especially from so far behind. He was 0-6 before that play, guys. Let's see here, Awaken gets engaged on. He will go down. Susana's on a killing spree. Mechanics dealing the damage he can. Dropping the ult, but it's a bit of a scattered fight. Gruntless is on the side, but Hazard goes down here. Very scattered fight so far. 3-4-2. As Eversio come out on top. Will they also secure the dragon is the question. Very strong members left alive here. Jar, Gruntless, and Drakur. They are up against an Alistar and Orianna. Nasus teleports in. But that is an ultless Nasus. Oh, never mind. There's the Nasus ult pop. Orianna ult fails there to hit anyone. There's a flash Q from Gruntless. Amazing team play here from Eversio. Picking up a quick 2 kills. And down goes Nasus for the third. With Dragon on top. And we're back, baby. We're so back. Alright, so. Now it's time to regroup and actually fight together. With ults. Crazy, a 1 item 0-6 Nasus 1v1s. A 1-1 Yone with 2 items. Yeah, no, it's actually crazy. A quick little tower dive here. And it seems like it does work out at least. No one's going down, but the tower will be secured by Eversio. Mid lane tier 1. Here comes the... was that a teleport? Yes, it was. Oh no, Mechanics not having the best game on brand at the moment. It's very hard to get away from the Jarvan. I think Jarvan is one of the hardest counters for Brand. He just needs to stay a bit further back in his team and always be aware of the potential dive threat, right? But seems like Eversio are scattered here. Once again, we might be having a big messy fight. Let's see, Hazard here falling low. A nice Yon ult there from Drakur. Here comes Gruntless with his own ult and there's the wombo combo. But where's the damage? I feel like I've been scammed, guys. Okay. Well, we tried. That's sometimes all that matters, right? We tried our best. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. And Baron gets taken, so... yeah. It's just, I feel like Eversio are lacking maybe a bit of composure at the moment. Something that D4G definitely have. Despite being behind, they knew where to go and where to take their place. And now Mechanics is here to try and make something of the Baron. But sadly he will go down in the end. As Baron secured a kill. I'm getting a reset off here. Alright, Eversio are on stall duty here until this Baron runs out. We kind of don't want to take any fights that we don't need. And just wait it out. Would be nice to see a full-on team fight where everyone's stacked up together. That's just what Eversio would be looking for. Let's see here. Oh no. Is Awakening gonna get caught out? Yes, he is. Sadly, in the efforts of trying to find something, we're just giving up kills. Thank you for the raid, Tenerife. Didn't sit. And there's a dragon taken. Eversio are gonna get caught here. Let's see, Jar drops the ult. There's the Pyroclasm from the Brand. Gruntless is here, drops the Aurora ult himself. And we're gonna get this shutdown onto Jarvan. And a weird twist of events there. That's an engage that D4G started right after taking Dragon. Ends up going south there for them. But I'm sure they're happy with their Dragon Soul point currently. We are down 4k gold at the moment. There's the Rel ult here. There's the Orianna ult though to respond. And it does seem like the overcommitment here from Eversio into the Orianna ult is gonna be a deadly one. As 3 members of Eversio fall here. Damn, look at that Nasus. What's his stacks at? He's sitting on 492 in the 30th minute here. Despite being down so much early game, he still found a way to claw his way back into this game. I don't know if that's Nasus or just the player, but he definitely feels comfortable on it. Tristana takes turret so fast. She's literally just the AD Ziggs of the game, but scales significantly better. Let's see here. Oh no. A bit of a dangerous spot here, but what can you do? If they're gonna get flanked out like this when building a full-on fire, like sort of ultimate comp, it's gonna be a bit rough. The swapping over to players doesn't help as well, but what can you do when they're fixed schedule dates as well? But Eversio looking a bit rough in this game. Despite not being behind most of it, but just macro oriented, and then the plays made from D4G seemed a lot more organized, a lot more in sync. Jar goes in with the ult here, ends up getting chunked below half health and flashes out. He's still alive somehow, but there's the Nasus Q. Oh, it seems like Tristana does take out Drakur. Nasus fountain dives Jar, and this might be the end of the match. Let's see. Nexus now bare and open. Clean ace for D4G. And they will be ending this match 2-0. GG's well played across the board. We tried our best, but we're still having some difficulties at the moment. So there you have it, guys. D4G picking up the second win this time. That's going to be a quick 2-0 for them, as Eversio need to pick up the pieces on the next match, right? We will still be having an interview today. We'll be getting in Drakur. If you have any questions to ask him, please let me know in the chat. I will be asking him right now. Maybe, hey, what did he think when the 0-6 Nasus completely one-shots him, right? Excuse me. So yeah, where is Drakur? Alright. Any ideas, guys, what we're gonna ask him? Here we go. Hello, Drakur. Oh, 1 second, because no one can hear you. Alright, let's try it again.
Hello.
Hello, alright, that's much better. So, Mr. Drakur, I'm not gonna ask you how you're feeling. I'm just gonna ask you one thing. What was going through your mind when 0-6 Nasus completely like dumps on you with 2 items? But at least you got the kill. Well played, well played. But were you expecting that to lose so heavily in that 1v1?
I mean, it's Nasus Yone, so yes. I was expecting to just go in, get his ult out, and then get out. But also was very, very, very close. I should have just played a bit more chill. But yeah, I also knew I had Wukong backing me up soon. I just played it a bit too fast, and I got really lucky. But actually, I survived on 1 HP.
Yeah.
Flashy player, but
At the moment, is there like 1 or 2 things that you would maybe single out that if you guys can maybe fix a bit better, or like maybe focus on, maybe would give you better results in these games?
It's mostly I think fighting. We're making a lot of micro mistakes in our fighting. Our early game has improved a lot, and we actually had a good state this game. But then we kind of fucked it up in the fights. I mean, that's mostly it. And because we don't scrim a lot, so it's hard to practice together as a team. So there's that. But because we're getting more games in now with the league and stuff like that, it should improve. So there's that. And then I guess being more proactive on the map. We are still, as I said, we don't scrim that much, so it's kind of hard for us to find plays. But it's improving slowly, slowly.
Yeah. I think for sure, like for me, it's not even like draft or anything. It's just D4G just looked more organized, I would say. Definitely.
Mhm.
We have some questions from chat. Drakur, how do you keep such a composed, beautiful mental in hard times?
You just always look towards the next play. That's what you do, no matter what, because you can't be getting mad if you're just thinking about what's next.
Yep, you heard it from the goat himself, guys. So every time you're in solo queue and your Vayne support runs it down mid lane, look at the next play and you'll fix your mental. And we also have another one. Are these games scrims or official matches? I think we can answer that. They're of course official UKAL matches in Division 2. So Drakur, I mean, what about maybe game one? Is there something you fixed from game one to game two? Because it looked like game two you were, like you said, a bit more in control in the early game. Of course, like you can't really fix communications and fighting like with a simple, sentence. But was there something you guys talked about in game one?
Not really. We had a good draft. The issue is again we had that one bot side fight where we got caught, and then we were getting caught across the map as well. So the draft wasn't the issue, just the fighting again.
Okay.
But this game we had a really good, much better lane top side, so we had that at least.
Yes, it's nice to see Grantless unshackled from the Scion duty. He seemed to be doing well, but I felt like in this whole game, there wasn't a moment where we had like a clean, solid, like proper 5v5 with structure, like someone goes in with the main engage and then like the follow up. It just felt like very all over the place. And props to D4G for making those sort of moments happen in the game, right? Catching you guys off guard and
Yeah,
stuff like that. All right, Mr. Dracula, I'm not gonna keep you too long. Your pizza awaits.
for sure. Of
Thank you for the interview, and I hope you can
course,
sort of keep your head up high. We're looking forward to the next games to catch the win. Come on, Eversio, ever win.
of course,
Let's
of
do it.
course.
Brain
We'll keep
swapping
improving,
device
keep working.
moment.
Don't worry.
Good,
Okay,
good, good. See you next time, Dracor. Good night.
see you. Have a good night. See you.
Wopai. Isn't it strange how we say see you to people that we're talking on Discord to? Well, guys, that's going to be the end from me. Happy Thursdays. I hope you have a nice rest. It's almost 11 p.m. here in Malta, 10 p.m. in England because we're from the future. Become in peace. Yeah, thanks for always joining, guys. See you all next time. For those curious, next time will be. Let's quickly find out. So today's the 9th. Next time will be Monday at 9:30 p.m. Malta time and 8:30 p.m. UK time. So watch out for that one, guys. Stay tuned and see you all next time.